Hello and welcome to the Plays the Thing. My name's Matt. Everything's probably a bit bright because I've just realised I've got my blinds open and my lights are not on. Goodness me. Bit of a crazy day. There we go. I'll just leave those lights on and see how bright it is. But today I'm playing Slay the Spire again. I was thinking I needed to get back to something else, something a bit new. I know I've played Slay the Spire before, but I have not played The Watcher before, and I'm scared. And because The Watcher is the most difficult of the heroes. But we'll see how it goes. I'm not expecting to be good at this. So yeah, we will give it a go. We will give it a go. So let's look at the table. So usual setup. Here's the Watcher. Now the Watcher has some interesting things about her. She's purple, which is great. So the Watcher has miracles, which are these tokens here. If I show, we can be a bit closer than that, Matt. Yeah, so she has miracle tokens, and miracle tokens can be used at any time to gain 1 energy, which is very useful. She can't have more than 5. She can scry and retain with some of her cards. So scrying is look at the top number of cards of your deck, whatever the scry number is. You may discard any number of them, then put the remaining cards back on top of your deck in the same order. You can't scry more cards that are in your draw pile. And then, yeah, so we also have retain, which is available to her. Retain cards are not discarded at the end of the player turn. Some cards have a bonus if you retain them. After such cards leave your hand, they forget that they were ever retained. She also has stances. So these are her 3 stances: calm, neutral, and wrath. So cards will put her into certain stances. She always starts in neutral. And in neutral, nothing happens. In calm, when she leaves calm, she gains 2 energy. And in wrath, when you're in wrath, as it says here, you can deal +1 damage on all hits. And at the end of the turn, if you're still in wrath, you take 1 damage. So wrath is like a strength token, basically. And this damage, all damage that says it's damage, can't be blocked, so that will knock our life down. And that's the Watcher. So we should start, really. Go back and watch my other videos of Slay the Spire. I have plenty. I think I have a playlist. If not, there will be a playlist very soon. And now we're all set up. So we have Nial's Blessing. So we're going to start this as usual by drawing a card. So Nial's Blessing. I brought you back. So we gain, I think solo we have 2 money. So there's our 2 money. And Niath, we gain 3 more money, so we have 5. And we get to reveal 3 card rewards and add 1 to our deck or skip it. So let's look at, I've shuffled everything, so I'll look at these 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. So here we have a good example of her cards. So we have Empty Body, which costs 1 energy. This gives us 2 block, and we enter neutral. So that's a good way of getting back from a card we're in. I think we only have 1 special card, and that's Eruption. So that's 2, and we 2 attack, and we enter Wrath after we do that 2 attack. So it might be a good idea to get that because it takes us back to neutral. Otherwise, we'll always be in Wrath and we'll always take damage at the end of the turn. We have Flying Sleeves. So retain, if we don't use this, we keep it in our hand. And then we would always draw 5 cards. So we'd have 6 cards at least if we didn't retain anything else. And then we also have Just Lucky. So depending on what the die is on, which we roll at the start of every combat round, we would have a 1 attack and scry, or a 1 attack and block. So interesting. All of these are interesting to me, and I do not have any idea what to do. So let's look, because one of Niao's blessings is to upgrade a card. So that will be 3 block and enter neutral. I'm wondering if this is a very defensive card. Flying Sleeves is 3 separate attacks. And what's this? I would guess the attack will go up. Yes, so it's 2 and scry 2. Scrying could be quite useful as well. I think I'm going to take Empty Body. I'm not sure what is the right thing to do, but this is why this is my first game. And I just feel like returning her to neutral might be quite useful. And 2 block is always useful. So we can upgrade a card, remove a card, or gain 10 and lose 2 HP. We don't have, if we look here, we don't have places early on to go to the merchant. It's quite late on, so I think having 10 now and losing 2 HP doesn't make sense. So let's upgrade a card. So we can upgrade one of these cards. Her Eruption, which is 2 attack, enter Wrath, takes it down to 1. I think that would be quite good. Let me just see what Empty Body is. I've forgotten what it's upgraded. So 3. No, I think I'm going to upgrade this card. Reduce its cost. So that's what we're doing. So we now have 11 cards in our deck. Niao's Blessing is done. So we will get his cards out of the way. And we now have a first encounter. So I'm going to put my money over here. We have our loaded die as a solo player. And let's shuffle the first encounter cards. And see what we're going to get. Let me just sort this out. So we are getting Occultist. So the Cultist has 9 life, and every round he is going to attack and strengthen. So we would be well advised to take him out. I must remember we have out. I might put it there actually, yeah. We have our miracle token. Miracles. Okay, so we start of the turn, we get 3 energy. We draw 5 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I get to look at the cards. Okay, so they're attacking for 1. We only have 1 more attack card. So ooh, yeah. So there's so many possibilities here already, I can see. We could enter Calm here. And then enter Wrath. So if we entered Calm, we would lose 2 energy. Let's think about that in a second. Let's roll the die. So we got a 5. And that means we get 1 block. So we have actually blocked the cultist for this turn. So I think we should try and do maximum damage. So let's play Eruption, upgraded. We do 2 damage and enter Wrath. So now we have +1 on attacks. So I will play, oh, we've used 1 energy there. So let's use a strike. So that does 1 damage, but it's changed to 2 because we're in Wrath. And then we'll use Empty Body. So we get 2 more block and we enter neutral. So that's our energy gone. Or because I'm working it out, I'm going to start again. So we still get our 1 block from our die roll, our loaded die. What if we did this? What if we go into Eruption? What if we enter Calm? So we spend 2 to do that and we get 2 block. And then we spend 1 to go into Wrath. So we do 2 damage. So we've gone into Calm, sorry. Then we do 2 damage, 1, 2, and enter Wrath. So when we leave Calm, we gain 2 energy. And then we will do a strike. So we do 2 damage. I don't think this changes anything at all. And then we will... If we stay in Wrath, we will take 1 damage. But we're still in Wrath. But I don't think we can get out of it. But we might be able to kill them next turn. We've got to do 5 damage though. No, I'm going to come back out of it. So I'm going to spend my last 1, get another 2 block, and enter neutral. So that's the end of my turn. I could have spent my Miracle, but I didn't have any more attack, so I used all the attack I could. So that is the end of our turn. And then it's the enemy turn. So the enemy actions are attack 1, so our block takes that damage and they get a strength token. And that's the end of their turn. So start of the turn, we get 3 energy, block goes down to 0. And we draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We roll the die. And it's a 2 this time, so we don't get anything. So now the cultist is going to attack for 2. So I think we will spend 2. Defends. 1, 2 to get 2 block. And we'll use 1 strike to do 1 damage. So they're down to 4. Then we'll discard our cards. And then it's the enemy turn. So now they are attacking for 2. So that's fine, it's all blocked. And they get another card. Start of the turn, we reset again, so we get 3 energy. And we draw 5 cards. So 1, and we shuffle. Just need to do 4 damage now. Two, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we can only do 3 damage. So, get a 4, so we get 1 block. So now they're attacking for 3. So, because I can't kill them, I'm going to spend 2 energy to get 2 more blocks. And then 1 strike to do 1 more damage. And should I spend my miracle to do another damage? I don't think so. No, I don't think so, because hopefully I will get my card that puts me in Wrath and does 2 damage. Maybe I will. I'm going to spend my miracle to spend another 1 to do another damage. Don't know if I need to do that. So that's the end of my turn. So we have the enemy actions, which is now 3, and we have 3 block. So they go up to 4. And we draw 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Roll the die. It's a 1, so nothing happens. Okay, yes, so we can do this now. So we'll just play our eruption, sorry, it does 2 damage and kills them. Took a while, but I think it's better to be defensive than to rush in and take lots of damage. So they are dead, so we get 1 coin. And we get to look at 3 cards. Oh, I should be there. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So we've got Swivel, 2 block. The next attack you play this turn costs 0, which could be useful. So that's really, if we've got attack, that's really only costing 1 at the moment. hold on. Yeah, that's right. Or we have Empty Mind, draw 2 cards, enter neutral. And we have Wallop, which is 2 cost. 2 attack, gain block equal to the unblocked damage dealt. These are both quite expensive, so I think I'm going to get Empty Mind. So that's going into our deck. The Cultist is gone. Okay, so now we need to decide where we're going to go. So it's going to be an event, but we need to decide which way. I think maybe we should go this way and just see. This is an elite monster, but you know, you get a lot of good rewards for defeating elites, and we can change our mind once we've tackled this one here. 2 events. We can still go to campfires. So yeah, I think that's good. So we're going to go this way. So we're doing an event. I have shuffled all these, by the way. So the event is Lab. Each player gains a potion. So we've got Ghost in a Jar. You can't lose more than 1 HP this round. And then we roll a die. And we don't get that. We need a 4, 5, 6. 1 player gains another potion. So that's that event. So I'll put that potion down there. And yeah, so we have to do another event. Transmogrifier. Before you lies an elaborate shrine to a forgotten spirit. So we can transform a card. And transforming cards, let me just make sure. I'm pretty sure what it is, but I just want to make sure I'm doing it right. Transform. Remove a card from your deck that isn't a curse. Keep it in a removed pile away from your deck. Add the top card of your card rewards to your deck. It should be random. If it's a golden ticket, add the top card of your rare cards to your deck instead. Then put the golden ticket on the bottom of your cards reward. Yeah, so I could do that. I could just get rid of one of my normal cards. I've got some block going on. I've got this other card that gives me 2 block. So I could transform maybe a defend. I don't want to get a curse, really. So yeah, I'm going to transform a defend. So this card goes out, and then I just draw the top card of my deck, and I get this. Oh, that's funny. 1 block plus 1 if you're in rough. Okay. I mean, that's better than... It is better than the card I've lost, because it costs nothing. So that's pretty good. Okay, so Transmogrifier goes to the bottom. So now we are having an enemy combat. So draw the top card of the enemy deck, and it's a cultist. So this cultist comes with a spike slime. So we'll get that. We have 4 spike slimes. So I'll do a random. Right, so the cultist is the same as the last one we had, doing 1 attack and then getting strength. The spike slime on the die roll will do certain things, and those things are to attack for 2, to daze, to attack for 1 and daze. So we put a daze card on the top of our draw pile, or attack for 1 and make me vulnerable. So that doubles the attack for the first attack that is done while the target has a vulnerable on, and then we remove 1 vulnerable token. Okay. So here we go. So we get 3 energy. Start of combat, we get a miracle token. Must remember that. We get 3 energy, and we draw 5 cards. So those are 5 cards. We roll the die, and it's a 4, so we get 1 block from our loaded die. And what have we got? What have we got? Okay, so for 4, the spike slime is going to attack us and daze us. So we're going to get 2 damage. Okay, so we could do 1, 2, 3, 4 damage here. I feel like we need to take the cultist down pretty quickly. If we could do 5 damage, hold on, maybe we can do 5 damage. No, 4. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend 1 energy and do 2 damage to the cultist and enter Wrath. Can you see all this? I'm thinking maybe I can. Oh yeah, that's good, isn't it? That's good. And now we're in Wrath. I will spend my halt, and that gives me 2 block because I'm in Wrath. And then yeah, this is fine. So do strike for 1, which, because we're in Wrath, does 2 damage. 1, 2. So they're down to 5. And then, oh, should I enter neutral? I know I've got another card Question is, do I want to take 1 damage? I'm protected. It's interesting. I don't know. I could take 1 damage. Or is it best to bide my time? It's very interesting. Yeah, I don't know really. Okay, I'm going to do it and enter neutral. I don't know if that's the right thing to do. I get 2 more block. And I can't play that. So, enemy actions. So there, this one's attacking for 1. This cultist gets strength. And this one is also attacking for 1. And gives me a dazed. Where's my dazed? Huh, where are they? Oh, there they are. Sorry. So, this goes on top of my deck. Junk. And that's the end of their turns. So now we go back to the top of the round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Roll a die. And we roll a 1, so don't get anything for that. So the spike slime is attacking for 2. Okay, we've only had 1 attack. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to play Vigilance for 2 energy. We get 2 block and we enter Calm. And then I'm going to play Empty Mind. So we draw 2 cards. 1, 2. And we enter neutral. So we spent that, we get 2 block, 2 energy back. So now I've got enough block. Oh no, I haven't got enough block. 4 block. Yes. I could protect myself. Should I try that? So 2 defense gives me the 4 block. And that's the end of my turn. So this daze goes back. Ooh. I'm going to spend my miracle, actually, to use a strike to do another damage to the cultist. Okay, so that's the end of my turn. And the cultist is attacking for 2. And the spike slime is attacking for 2. Does no damage. The cultist gets another strength. So we start again. 3 energy. 5 cards. 1. 2, 3, 4, 5. Roll the die. Oh, we get a 5. Good. So we get 1 block. And the spike slime is attacking for 1 and weakening us. Okay. So this one's attacking for 3. So 4 in total, but we're getting weakened as well. Got a lot of enter neutrals here. So I'm going to use Empty Mind, draw 2 cards, whoops, and enter neutral, which we're in already. That didn't really help us. Let's play Empty Body. So we get 2 more block, enter neutral. So we've got 3 block now. This one's doing 3, and that would do another. I think that's better. I'm going to do 1 strike on this one to get it to 3, and hopefully we can kill it next turn. So that's the end of our turn, the enemy turn. Enemy action. So this one's attacking for 3 and gets another strength. And this one's attacking for 1, so it does 1 damage to us and weakens, which is bad news. That's the end of their turn. Start of our turn, we get 3 energy. We draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we roll a die. It's a 3. Okay, so we're going to enter Wrath. So we do 2 damage, 1, 2, so down to 1, enter Wrath. And then we're going to play Halt. So if we get 1 block, 1 extra block if we're in Wrath. So we've got 2 there, so that will stop us taking any damage this turn because... sorry, we should have played that. Use that energy. So let's strike on this one. So we do 2 damage. So we kill the cultist. And then I think I might stay in Wrath and take that extra damage. We've got this weaken, but it's going to get doubled. But then it will get taken off. So yeah, I'm going to... We've done that strike. I'm going to strike again. On the spike slime, we do 2 damage because we're in Wrath. And that is the end of our turn. We're still in Wrath, so we take another damage. And then the enemy spike slime is attacking. And it's doing 2 damage because of the weakened token. But we have 2 block. And we get this back, this daze. And that's the end of their turn. So next round, drawing 5 cards. Hopefully we'll get a couple of decent cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Roll the die. It's a 1. So they're attacking for 2 this time. Okay. Oh. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this strike. And we're still in Wrath, so we do 2 damage. And then I'm going to play Empty Mind. So we draw 2 cards. 1, 2. That's all I needed. We enter neutral. And then I'm going to play Strike for my last energy and kill the Spike Slime. So, Spike Slime is gone. And we look at the rewards we get. We get 1 gold. We get a potion, which is Entropic Brew, gain 2 potions. So we'll use that right away. Okay, and we've got Distilled Chaos. Draw 3 cards, immediately play them in any order for 0 energy. And a vulnerable potion, which gives one of the enemies vulnerable. And then we get to look at 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. So we have Crush Joints. 1 damage if you're in Wrath. Vulnerable. So that could be quite good at doing damage. So I'm quite tempted by that because I feel like we need to do more. So if we were in Wrath, it would be 2 damage and vulnerable. We have Tranquility, which is retain, enter calm, exhaust. So exhausted cards go out of the deck once they've been used. But it's quite good because you can keep it in your hand until you need to use it. And then we have Talk to the Hand, which is 2 damage, 1 block for each miracle you have. We haven't seen any cards yet that give us more miracles, but obviously there must be some. But I'm wondering whether... I mean, it's quite good value. If we're in Wrath, it would be quite useful. This would be great. I mean, this, with a Weaken, if we're in Wrath and we play just a 1 attack card, that would become 4 attack if we're in Wrath. I feel like we need to do damage, so I'm going to go for Crush Joints. Get a bit of attack into our deck. So now the next question is, do we risk going for an elite enemy or not? Just going for a normal enemy. It's difficult because we could well die with an elite enemy, I think. I do have some decent potions. I can weaken. Always forget to use my potions. So if you're watching, tell me to use potions. Draw 3 cards and immediately play them all is pretty great. And Ghost in a Jar, you can't lose more than 1 HP this round. That's also pretty great. So I need to keep those in mind. I think I'm going to go for it. And if I die, I die. The game's over. That's fine. This is a learning game for me. So, you know, that's fine. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for the elite. So the elite enemy here is sentries. So we summon sentry A, B, etc. until 3 enemies per player. And with elites, they go at the back end of the yeah, they go at the back end. So this elite enemy will go here. It'll be last to go. And so we're going to summon an A and a B. So we've got 3 enemies. So here's our sentry A's. So this is our sentry A. Let's have a closer look. Oh, actually we'll go here. Sentry A. Oh, there's another sentry A there. That's right. And another sentry A. And sentry B. Okay, so this sentry B is, well, A and B, quite tough. 3 damage. Yeah, this could have been a big mistake. This early on. Okay. So we could get hit for 3 damage or 5 damage per turn. So we will get 3 energy and draw 5 cards. Oops. 6. Trigger a die relic ability. So in this case, we can trigger our own ability, so we can get 1 block. And it's a 6, so this one's happening. So we're having a 3 attack and 2 dazes for the next round. So we don't have much attack. But I think what we'll do is we'll play Vigilance, spend 2 energy, 2 block, and enter Calm. And then we will, so we've got enough block now. So maybe I'll save. The thing is, we've got both our enter neutral cards, but we could get our enter Wrath card. Well, yeah, quite likely to. No, I think I'm going to play my Empty Mind. So we draw 2 cards. 1, 2. Oh, that shouldn't be in there. 2. Okay, lots of block. So we enter neutral. So we get 2 energy back for leaving neutral. Yeah, we just got too much block. So I will do a strike. And let's strike at sentry A for 1. Okay, there's nothing else we can do. We've got loads of blocks, so I'm not going to play that. So, enemy turn. Enemy actions. So, sentry A is attacking for 3, and we have 3 block. Sentry B is dazing us. And sentries is also dazing us, so a card goes on top. And then we start the combat round again. So we reset to 3, draw 5 cards. Roll the die. It's a 4, so we get 1 block. So again, it's 3 and 2 days. Okay, well, we do not have good cards. I can just do 3 damage. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to play Distilled Chaos. So Distilled Chaos, draw 3 cards, immediately play them in any order for 0 energy. So 1, 2, 3. So I will play for 0 energy. Eruption, we do 2 damage, 1, 2, and we enter Wrath. And then I will play Halt, which gets us 2 block if we're in Wrath. And then I will play Strike. So Strike, we do 2 damage, 1, 2. So, back to it. And now, did we spend one? No. Okay, so now I'm going to play a Strike for 1 energy and do 2 damage to kill Sentry A. So we're not taking any damage now. I can't get out of Wrath now, but I can do some more damage. So I'm going to Strike, which does 2 damage, and I'll hit Sentry B. And then I will use Crushed Joints for my last energy, which does 2 damage, 1, 2. If you're in Wrath, weaken an enemy. So I presume it would be the same energy. I think that makes sense. I don't need my Miracle, and these 2 days cards go out. So that's the end of my turn. So that's pretty good. Thank you for that card. So the enemies go. So they're just giving us 2 days. So they go back on top of our deck, which is here. And that's the end of their action. So the start of our turn, we reset. We draw 5 cards. 1, 2. 3, 4, 5. We are still in Wrath. Oh, we need to roll the die. So it's 1. Yeah, so we're doing 3 and 2. We are in Wrath, so we'll spend. We'll play Halt, which doesn't cost any energy and gets us 2 block. And then I will play Strike, and because we're in Wrath, we should have taken 1 damage. So sorry. At the end of the round. So we're in Wrath. So this is doing 2 damage, 2 attack, which gets doubled by the weaken. So it kills that sentry. And then we can't get out of Wrath. So I'm going to Strike again, which does 2 damage to the last sentry. And then we can't do anything else. So the sentry is attacking for 2, and we have 2 block. I didn't use all of that, but... And it's the start of the turn, so we get 3 energy, and we draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Okay. Oh, we should have taken another damage. Yeah, that's really knocked us down. Anyway. Eruption. 2 damage. Enter Wrath. So we do 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. Because we're in Wrath already. Did I roll the die? No, I didn't. 1. So yeah, it's doing 2 damage again. And I think I'm just going to play Vigilance for 2. We get 2 block and we enter Calm. And then I'm going to play my Miracle to get 1 energy back. And I'm going to play Empty Mind. So we draw 2 cards. 1, 2. And enter a neutral, which gives us 2 energy. And then I will play Strike for 1. And I'll just play another one for 1 block, but we don't really need to do that. So it's attacking for 2, that's Sentry, and we have 3 block. Has 1 life left, and it's the start of our turn. So we get 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. So only 1 life left. Excellent. So we've killed it. Let's just roll this die. We get a block, and I'll just play Cross Joints. 1 damage, and it's dead. Okay, we lost quite a lot of life there. So we get prizes, and we get 2 golds. So we've got 9 gold now. And we get a relic. So we take from the top, and the relic is a golden idol. End of combat, gain 1 money. That's fine. I'd rather something that helped us, but it's not the end of the world. And then we also get to choose a card. So we have Consecrate. So this is 1 damage to a whole row of enemies. So that'd be the row that we're on. We have Tranquility, which we had last time. Retain, Enter Calm, Exhaust. Did we have that last time? Was it Enter Calm? Maybe it was. Entering Calm is pretty cool. Empty Fist. What have we got in our deck? If you're in Wrath. If you're in Wrath. Neutral. Neutral. Calm. Wrath. I don't think we need another neutral card. Though it does 2 damage. Entering Calm is quite useful, and retaining it is quite useful as well. I think I'm going to take Tranquility. So that is that boss defeated. That elite enemy. I'm putting this here just to so I can hopefully remember, because I forget things like that. So looking at our map, we have to go to a campfire. So we can heal for 3 or upgrade a card. Unfortunately, we're at 5. So I think we're going to heal for 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then we move on and we're going to a treasure. So we will get another relic. But the question is which way we should go. We can do another event. Merchants. We definitely want to go to a merchant. I think maybe going this way, because we could possibly skip and do 2 merchants. Yes, and this way is much more. I mean, we want to fight things, but I'm going to go here. So treasure, so we get a relic. And our new relic is, if we roll a 2, we gain 2 energy. Okay, that's pretty good. Rolling 2s. So we can trigger that on a 6 as well. Right, so that's done. So which way are we going to go? I think I want to go to this merchant. So I'm going to do an event. So it's the cleric. Hello, friend. I am cleric. Are you interested in my services? So we can pay 1 to heal 3 HP, which we don't need to do. We can pay 2 to upgrade a card, which could be good. We can purify, pay 3 to remove a card. I think we're going to upgrade a card, so let's spend 2. And the question is, which card are we going to upgrade? Can't upgrade that. Let's look at the most likely ones. I think we need more attack. What happens to cross joints? Yeah, it becomes a 2 attack. That's quite good. Tranquility. Cost nothing. I think it's going to be cross joints. Let's upgrade it, get some more attack going. Yeah. So cleric, thank you. And then we are going to the merchant. So with a merchant, we get the option 3 relics, 3 potions. And we also get to look at 3 of our cards. Oh! So we pull the golden ticket. So we reveal a card from our rare deck instead, and this goes to the bottom of the pile. So, wow. Okay, so I think this might be decided for us. Yeah. So we have, go from top to bottom, protect, 2 energy, retain, 3 block to any player. We have wish, which costs 3 energy. Choose 1, gain, strengthen, 10 block, or 4 miracles, exhaust. And that would cost us 6, and we have 7. We also have signature move, which costs 2 energy. Can only be played if this is the only attack in your hand. 6 damage. That's pretty good. And of course, if we have attacks in our hand, we can play them and then play that. But, you know, ten block. Gain strength as well. That's 1+. I think I've got to get that one. Anyway, the courier relic. Once per combat, look at the top card of the potion or relic deck. Buy it or discard it. I mean, that's pretty good, but I wouldn't have any money left. It costs 6. Oh, it costs 5. It's on sale. Regal Pillow. When you rest, heal +3 HP. Gosh, these are all good. Molten Egg. When you add an attack to your deck, upgrade it. Use this 3 times, then discard it. Oh, can't buy that. It's too expensive. We can pay 3 to remove a card. Or we have potions. Skill Potion. The next skill you play this turn is twice played. Swift Potion. Draw 3 cards. It's the one we had before. Block Potion. 2 block to any player. Okay, so... yeah. I just think I have to get that one. Did you know what I like the most is the 4 miracles. So that's 4 more energy. And if you're in a really dire situation where you're getting a lot of attack, you can get 10 block. I just think I've got to take that. I think you've got to. So it's going to cost 6. I don't know what it would be upgraded. Wow, it's even better. Crazy. Crazy card. Okay, I've got to take the crazy card. More fun. So we only have 1 gold left. So there's nothing we can buy. So all these go to the bottom of their respective decks. That goes back. And we get this card into our deck, which is, yeah, pretty crazy card. Please say hello if you're watching. I like to chat. On my small channel, I don't always get the opportunity, but while there are people here, if you fancy saying hello, I usually send, I didn't do my usual welcome. There you go. There's my usual welcome. But please say hello. Okay. So we are going on. Now let's look at where we're going. So we can have another enemy, another merchant, and a campfire. Or we can have another event, an elite monster, and then a campfire. And I think that's the way we should go. It's very risky. Because I haven't played the Watcher before, I'm not sure about my deck. But I think I've got to risk it. So we're going to have another event. So this event is the library. You come across an old abandoned library. You find countless rows of scrolls, manuscripts, and books. Gain one of the 3 cards. Look at 5 cards instead of 3. Okay, so or we can heal for 3. We're going to look at the 5 cards. So we get 5 cards. 1, 2. Can you see those? Yeah. 3, 4, 5. So we have like water, 1 energy, end of turn. If you're in calm, 1 block. That is a power, so that stays out in play once we've played it. Pretty cool. Third eye, 2 block, scry 3. So we look at the top 3 cards of our deck. We can not change the order, but discard cards as we wish. So we can curate our deck for the next turn. Halt, which we've got already, so probably not interested in that. Consecrate, which is something we looked at. We had, we'll do 1 damage to each enemy in a row. And then Crescendo, retain, enter wrath, exhaust. I'd quite like another enter wrath. I think I'm going to take that. Okay, so all of these go to the bottom of the deck. Oh, I've forgotten how much I like this game. I always do this with board games. I I forget. I forget how good games are. Such a good game. But then it is in my top 5 games. If you haven't watched my top 5 game deck builders, please go and watch it and give it a thumbs up and put a comment in, please. Thank you. Okay, so I've shuffled that deck now. So now we are doing another elite. So here we go. Here we go. Gremlin Knob. So it's just him on his own. And he has 14 health. And he starts off here, not attacking. But once, after his first round, he gains enraged. And enraged, after you play a skill, you take 1 damage. Okay. So we get 1 miracle token. And yeah, I think we're pretty much ready to go. Can you see that? Let's do that. So if we can do some damage on this first turn, that will be good. So we get 3 energy. We draw 5 cards. You roll the die. It's a 4, so we get 1 block, which is annoying. Okay. Not attacking. Okay, so we can play Empty Mind for 1. We draw 2 cards. And we enter neutral, which we're in already. Yeah, okay, so we're just going to try and do damage here. Unfortunately, we can't do a lot, but we will play... Crush Joints, which does 2 damage. If we were in Wrath, we would weaken it, but we're not. And then we just have 2 strikes, so we'll play another strike, which does another damage. And that's all we can do. Oh, we could spend our... Actually, I'm going to spend my miracle token to get another energy. I'll spend that energy to do another damage. Because I do have a way of getting more miracle tokens now. So that's the end of our turn. And it's the Gremlin Knob's go, but all they're doing is moving to their second attack. And they will stay in their second attack now. And they are enraged. So now if we play skills, we take 1 damage. And that is unblockable. Okay. I'm telling that to myself, really. So 3 energy, 0 block. Draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Roll the die. We get a 3, which is nothing. Nada. Okay, I've got my wish card. So he's going to do 3 damage. Wish is a skill. So if I play this skill, I will take 1 damage. And if I can get 2 block, but they are skills, so I will take damage for that. Okay, so I think I am going to use Wish, and the question is, do I get 10 block to stop that 3 damage? I can use my Ghost in a Jar, which I can't lose more than 1 HP this round. So that 3 will be reduced to 1. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to play Ghost in a Jar. So I can only lose 1 HP. I'm going to play Wish, which gets exhausted. So exhausted cards go here. And I'm going to gain 1 strength. So now every attack I do gets a +1 attack. So that's the end of my round. So I have to discard all these. And then he is attacking for 3, but only for 1 because of my Ghost in a Jar potion. I did play a skill though, so I take another damage. Okay, so that was my 3 energy. We're back up to 3 energy. 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. And shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Five. Okay, skills are bad. Skills are bad. Okay, so got a lot of skills here. I am going to play one skill, Empty Mind. So I take 1 damage. He's going to do 3 damage. Did I roll my die? I don't think I did. Got a 4. It's got 1 block. Yeah, so I played that. I draw 2 cards. 1, 2. Ugh. Not what I wanted, really. Gets them out of the way, though. I wanted another attack. So... attack. Eruption. Two damage. 1, 2. Enter Wrath. I have 1 left, so I'm going to... yeah, I'm going to play Empty Body. Oh, it's a skill, though. Really bad because of my skills. I'm not going to play anything else. Oh. I should have done 3 damage, shouldn't I? Because of my strength. Ooh, this is dangerous. Okay, I'm not going to play any more skills. So I stop. I take 1 damage. He does 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. That's the end of his turn. Okay. So I'm in Wrath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 energy. Roll a die. It's a 4 again, so I get 1 block. Oh, God. Okay. I don't think I can kill him. If I play my vulnerable and I play this, that's 3, so it goes to 6. Yes, I can kill him. So I'm going to play vulnerable, potion, makes him vulnerable, and then I will play strike. And strike is 1, 2, 3. With his vulnerable, it's 6. Take that off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I will play another strike, which is 1, 2, 3. So it kills him. Okay. End of combat. I gain 1 coin. And he's dead. So we gain 2 gold coins. We gain another relic. It's an Akabeko, whatever that is. Once per combat, gain strength for 1 attack. And then we look at 3 cards as well. Collect, so we would get 2 miracle tokens. Sands of Time, retain 3 damage plus 2 damage for each other card with retain in your hand. Ooh, I've got quite a few retain cards. That could be quite devastating. Rush down. The first time you enter Wrath, each turn, draw 2 cards. That's great. I have got a few cards with retain in, haven't I? I got 2. 1, 2. Just 2. Ooh. I think this could do a lot of damage. I'm going to take it. I don't think I'm going to survive this Act 1 boss. If I'm honest. Okay, so that's the rewards. We go to a campfire, so I'm definitely going to get the 1, 2, 3 heal, and then we do the Act 1 boss, which is Hexaghost. So Hexaghost has 36 life. And does nasty things to us. So Hexaghost has fire, which fire cards here, put in your discard pile. Unplayable, end of turn, take 1 damage if this is in your hand. That's pretty bad. And does more and more damage as it goes along, and then just keeps going round. So that's Hexaghost. Pretty simple. I have 5 life. So let's see how this goes. Start of the turn, we have 3 energy and 0 block. And we draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We roll the die. We rolled a 3, which is nothing. I'm going to put this over here as well. Okay, so 5 cards. So Hexaghost is doing 1 damage and fire. So I'm going to keep Sands of Time. I will play Vigilance for 2 energy. 2 block to me, and we enter Calm. And then I will play Strike for the other one, which does 1 damage. So that's the end of my turn. And so Hexaghost is going. They are attacking for 1. I'm putting 1 fire card into my discard pile. And that's the end of their turn, so they move. And we go to our next turn. We draw 5 cards. So we've got this Sands of Time card because we retain it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We always draw 5 cards. So now I've got 6. We roll the dice. Oh, it's a 2, which means we gain 2 energy. So now we have 5 energy. 0 block, which is good. Sands of Time, we still don't have any retain cards. So this time, Hexaghost is attacking for 2 and 2 and hitting us with a fire. So I think we will play Eruption, which attacks for 2, 1, 2, and we enter Wrath. So when we leave Calm, we get 2 energy. So let's, for 1 energy, draw 2 cards. Oh no, maybe not yet. I'm going to play Strike first for 1, which does 2 damage. And then I will play Empty Mind for 1 energy. Draw 2 cards. 1, 2, enter neutral. So we've got need 4 block basically. So we can play Empty Body for 1 energy, and we get 2 block. And then I will play this Defend for 1 energy. And I don't have any more block, but I have 2 strikes, so I'll play those 2 strikes to do 1, 2. So down to 29. And then I'll keep Sand of Time again. So Hexaghost is attacking 2 and 2, so one of those gets through. And another fire card into our discard pile, which is troubling. And then they move on. So it's our turn again. We get 3 energy and we draw another 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, we got a big card. Okay, so we have both our retains. So with Sands of Time, retain 3 damage plus 2 damage for each other card with retain in your hand. So I could do 5, 7 damage with that. But if I played this, oh, I'd have to be in Wrath first. Can I get into Wrath? Yes. Okay, let's see how this goes. I've got to try and kill this chap. So, I'm losing a retain, but hey. Retain, enter Wrath, exhaust. So this card goes out. So we go into Wrath. And then, if I play Sands of Time, 3 damage. Oh no, not Sands of Time yet. Crush Joints for 1. So I do 2 damage. We're in Wrath already. So it's 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. If you're in Wrath, weaken. So we will weaken them. And then I can play Sands of Time. And I will play once per combat, gain 1 strength for 1 attack. So then we'll play Sands of Time for 2 energy. This is a 3 attack plus 2 damage for each other card in your hand. We have 1, so it goes up to 5, which is then 6, which is then 7 because we're in Wrath. And it's weakened, so that doubles the attack. So that's 14 attack. So at the moment we're on 26. So 16, 12 goes down to 12. This weaken comes off. I don't think. Well, let's see. And we can't do anything else. So we have to discard that. But we can keep this tranquility. In fact, let's not. Let's use our miracle to play tranquility. Boop, boop. And we enter calm and exhaust that card. So we don't lose a life because we're not in Wrath anymore. Okay. So that's the end of our turn. I think that went reasonably well. And then the Hexaghost goes and puts 2 fire into our deck. This could be really bad, actually. And then moves on. Okay, so let's give these a good shuffle because we've got quite a few fire cards in here. This also goes away. Only stays for 1 attack, but it was useful. Down to 12, not bad, but I'm not sure I'm going to make it. Okay, I feel like I've shuffled pretty well. So it's our turn. We get 3 energy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, only 1 fire in our hand. Oops, on 12. We got a 2, which gives us 2 more energy again. That's good. So attacking for 3. Okay, I can block the 3. Yeah, so I'm going to play Vigilance for 2. We get 2 block. And we enter Calm. We're already in Calm. I've got 3 left, so I can play all these. So I'll do 1 damage. I will play Crush Joints, 2 damage. 1, 2. It's down to 9. If you're in Wrath, we're not. And then I'll play that. Defend. So we have 3 block. And it's the end of our turn. End of turn effects. End of turn. Take 1 damage if this is in your hand. It is. So I do. And Hexaghost goes. Attacks for 3. 1, 2, 3. So we block that, but they get 5 block. So we're not going to be able to attack them this turn. Next turn. Beg your pardon. So that's the end of their turn. Start of our turn, we get 3 energy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I will roll. We got a 5, so we get 1 block, which is good. Okay, let's see what I've got. Ooh, okay. I'm tempted to use Wish to get me the strength token. I can get the other block actually because Halt costs 0. So I can get the 1 block. Yeah, so I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to play Wish, which gets exhausted, and I get a strength token. So every attack is +1. There's nothing I can do with Hexaghost because it's got 5 block this turn. I get to retain Sands of Time again. So yeah, I've spent my 3 energy with Wish, and I'm discarding them. I can't keep them. Keeping Sands of Time. And that is the end of my turn. So we remove that block now, loses that block, and it attacks. We've got 2 block, and it's giving us another fire. That's it. So it moves on. So this is, we kind of need to kill it this turn. So 3 energy, drawing 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rolling the die. We got a 3, which is nothing, unfortunately. Okay, what have we got here? Okay, let's see what we can do. We can do 2 damage, which will be 3, and enter Wrath. So it'd be down to 6. And then can do, let's get down to 4. Yeah, I think I can kill it. Oh, no. So I've only got 3 energy. If I can survive this round, I might be able to... I can't take 6 damage. That's the problem. Ooh. Hold on. I can play Empty Mind. Draw 2 cards. 1, 2. Enter neutral, which means I get 2. So I think I can do this now. Okay. 1 energy, 2 attack, which is 3. 1, 2, 3 with my strengthen. Enter Wrath. Then have I got any? No. 2 energy, 3 attack, plus 2 damage for each other card in you retain with retain. I don't have any, but I do 4 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 energy strike. 1 damage goes up to 2. 1, 2. Woo-hoo-hoo! Okay, so we have defeated Hexaghost. Ooh, I'm quite pleased with myself. So I have 3 life left. Hexaghost is defeated. We have conquered Act 1. Had some nice cards going on there. That weaken card really did the trick. Let me just take all the fire out of here. We're lucky with the fire, actually. It didn't creep up on us. You can sometimes draw really bad hands with fire. So, yes, we survived. So we will have, we've completed Act 1. So Act 2, we will have 9 HP. And we get rewards. So we get 3 gold. So I'm now up to 7. And we get an elite relic. Now, when you're playing boss relic, solo, we reveal 3 and pick 1. So let's do that. So 3 elite relics. 1, 2, 3. So we have Cursed Key. Start of turn. Gain energy. When obtained, gain 2 curses. Okay, so great card. 4 energy to start with, which would be really amazing for the Watcher. Enchiridion. Gain a rare reward card. Look at 5 cards instead of 3. Use this immediately, then discard it. Pretty tempting. Holy Water. Start of combat, place 2 cubes. Remove a cube, gain 1 energy. So this gives us an extra 2 energy per combat, each combat. So that's pretty good as well. I think you might as well take that over that. So I'm not going to take that. The question is, if anybody has, what do you think? Anybody? Enchiridion or Holy Water? I'm not sure. This could be great because we're looking at 5 cards, so we could get a really, really good card that would come along, excuse me, every game. With 5 cards, we can find something that maybe synergizes. I think the rare cards are generally extra things that make just the whole deck better. Anyone? I think because I forget about extra cards, I think I'm going to take Enchiridion and dump Holy Water. Too late. So, gain a rare reward. Look at 5 cards instead of 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's look at these. So we have Brilliance. Deal 2 damage for each miracle token you have. We have Diva Form. Start of turns. This is a power. This stays out once it's played. Start of turn, gain 1 miracle token. Okay, we're getting all the miracle stuff happening now. We have Devotion, 1 energy. Start of turn, place a cube, gain a miracle token, and draw 1 card. Then if there are 3 cubes, exhaust. Ooh. So 3 turns. You get a miracle and draw a card. We have Omega. End of turn, deal 5 damage to any row. Huh. That's another 3 card though. It's great, but and then we have Establishment. Power. Start of turn. Cards you retained last turn cost 1 less energy this turn. Oh, they're all so good. I do have 4, I think, retained cards. So they would just become cheap, cheap, cheap. I think Brilliance is out, and I think Diva Form, I kind of like this better. It costs 1 less energy. Easy to get out. So I think it's between these 3. This is good, but is it very situational? It would be good because I have retained cards, and I'm retaining cards because of this. Where is it? Sands of Time. Now, the great thing about all this as well is if this was retained, because I'm waiting for other retains to come into my hand, this would could be 0. I'm going to take that. I've talked myself into it. Establishment. I think it synergizes well with the cards I've got. So I want to get retained cards now. So we're not finished because Hexaghost, when Hexaghost died, that was the boss relic. But now we get to look at 3 cards as well. So we're getting another card. That's right, isn't it? Yeah. We used Enchiridion, so that is done. And now we get to look at 3 cards. This is good, getting a lot of rare cards into our deck. So we have, again, Judgment, Ethereal. Choose an enemy. If they have 7 HP or less, set their HP to 0. And why have I forgotten what ethereal means? Oh, if it's in my hand at the end of the turn, it gets exhausted. We have Scrawl, draw 5 cards, exhaust. And we have Ragnarok for 3. We have a 1/1/1/1/1 attack. So if we're in Wrath, that's a 2/2/2/2/2. Each attack can have a different target. I mean, that's pretty amazing as well. I think this is too random, so I'm going to say no to that one. Judgment is good, but the problem with Judgment is that if I don't have an enemy 7 or less, the card is ethereal. So I can't play it and it goes out of the deck. So I think this would be like for an elite, this wouldn't work. It would go. I think Ragnarok could be pretty devastating. Like, even if I'm in Wrath, that is 10 damage. I'm going to take Ragnarok. So there we go. Got a lot of... I've got 3. Haven't I? 2. Where's my other one? There it is. 3 rare cards. That's exciting. Okay, so that's where I'm going to stop today. Played Act 1, but I will continue playing. I'm very pleased I got through Act 1 because I haven't played the Watcher before. I haven't really looked up too much about her, but I actually really like her. Like, you do have to think. But yeah, it's really a lot of fun, and her cards are fun as well. Do really interesting things. I probably will need to thin my deck a little bit, I think, if I can, in Act 2. But there we go. So that's that 2 hours on the dot. Thank you so much for watching. If you're watching this, please like this video, live stream, and please give me a comment and click the notification bell so you know when I'm live streaming and when I'm putting up videos. Thanks so much. Take care. Bye.